Hi guys, welcome back. I've found another video. I've found another great video to watch now. This thing is a short film. It's about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes long. And it is called Black Sugar. Black Sugar. This one is on YouTube. And it's another, again, Lovecraftian type tale. It's very good, very well made. And basically the story is there's this kid online. He's looking for, it says a legal high. So he's looking for some sort of druggy type thing. And he comes across this thing called Black Sugar. So he buys it online and he gets it delivered. And then he sets out on his bike. And on the way, he bumps into this mate of his, a bit of a geeky mate. And they both go to this warehouse where there's a girl and a lad waiting on a sofa. I'm guessing this is where they hang out. Yeah, and they get there and he gives them some beer. This lad who's got the stuff comes in, gives them the beer. This girl and this lad seems like a bit of a bad boy. I think he's, a bit cocky. And I'm guessing this lad who's got the drugs is trying to impress him. His geeky mate, he's protesting this. He doesn't want him to drink. He doesn't want him to do this. He's a bit apprehensive, He's got his head screwed on. Anyway, he gives them the beer and he gives them the black sugar, which is this sort of like a jelly cake type thing. So the lad tries it. The lad who's bought it tries it, and he has a little bite of it. And we say hallucinating. He thinks he's in this like dark sort of misty place, and he looks around and then he snaps back out of it and he's back in the real world with his mates, and he's sort of pulling this sort of like he sort of enjoyed it, and so he says to his mates, "Whoa, you got to try this." At which point they all grab one and just take it. And suddenly they're all in this dark space, this dark, misty, sort of spooky space. They all take it except the geeky lad who doesn't take it. So they're in this dark, smoky, misty place or whatever. And there's some sort of strange noises from above. And then they realise he's standing on this pillar, this really tall pillar. So he literally can't go anywhere. He's literally there. He's trapped. And he panics a little bit at this point. And then he hears something else from above. And something comes down and grabs him. And what this thing is, it's hard to describe. It's like a cockroach. No, not a cockroach. Like sort of like a cross between a cockroach and a grasshopper or a locust type thing. And it's got glowing red eyes. And it carries him away, and he's sort of panicking and trying to get off of it. At which point he looks across, and the girl and the lad who have took it, they're both being carried by these locust type things as well. And the lad, the cocky bad boy lad, he gets a scratch on his arm from this locust, and then he flashed back to the real world, and their geeky mate is standing there with him, and he sees that the lad's got a scratch on his arm appeared. So clearly whatever happens to them in this realm happens to them in the real world. Anyway, they're struggling. This bad boy lad is struggling that much, but he gets dropped. He drops and he just falls down into the depths and he's gone. And then it shows you back in the real world, he falls over, he's dead. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I nearly forgot. And when he's dead, the geeky lad is looking at him, like sort of in a bit of a state, and suddenly this like worm, this horrible little slimy thing, crawls out of his mouth. And that's right, yeah. Sorry, yeah. But flashing back into the realm, into the other dimension, the girl and the lad get dropped onto this even bigger stone pillar. At which point, back into the real world again. Sorry, chopping and changing. Back into the real world. The geeky mate puts his fingers in his mate's mouth and pulls out this worm. and then he comes out of it. He snaps out of it, and he's panicking because they're realising they're in trouble, and the girl's still in there, and he wants to get back in there. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, the geeky lad. Between this, I'm flicking back a bit now. Sorry, I forgot to mention a certain bit. The lad took all the remaining black sugar jelly cake things and he stamped on them, so they're gone. You can't use them again. So when this lad snapped out of it, he's panicking. He's like, "Well, I need to get back in there to save her," and he can't because he ain't got none. And then it flashes back into the. Oh, you know what? I've forgotten another bit. I'm very sorry about this. When this lad was still in the realm before he got pulled out of it, you see this this huge tentacle writhing around above the pillar in the sky while they're still fighting with these locust creatures. And this lad sort of grabbed a rock and smacked one of the locust creatures, and I think he killed it. And then he got pulled out by his mate by taking the worm out of his mouth. I'm sorry if this is hard to follow. I do apologise. But anyway, the lad's out, the girl's still in, and he's scratching around trying to get back in, but he realises that there's no black sugars left. And then we flash back into the other realm, and you see what the tentacle is attached to. This girl is on this pillar, and this huge, sort of like it's got a face a bit like the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. It resembles that, but it's not that. And it's like a big, huge worm type thing with like teeth and stuff. Yeah, it's good, really good. It's a really good sort of other dimensional creature, you know, like I was talking about in my intro video. This sort of stuff, yeah, it's good. The horror of it, and the horrors of interdimensional travel. Anyway, yeah. So this creature, it comes right up in the sky, and it's looking at him, and it comes down on this girl, and she's gone. She's dead. And that basically, that's pretty much the end of it. That's pretty much the end of it. It ends there, and yeah, and again another one. It's a good short film, and it's a good concept for a bigger film, you know, a longer film, a bigger budget thing. It's a good idea, and it's the sort of thing I'd like to see made into a big scale horror movie. You know, you could expand upon it, maybe. You know, you could do all sorts. So yeah, again, another one I'd recommend it. It's very good, short, but good. Yeah, again, it's called Black Sugar. If you want to look that up, you will find it on YouTube. So yeah, take a look. And I think I'll leave it there, guys. I'll keep looking for stuff when I find more stuff. I've got a list of stuff that I've already found that I like, that I'm going to put on here. But I shall keep looking for new stuff, and when I find it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, guys, cheerio for now. Take care. I'll see you soon.